heart beats just a little faster right now, doesn't it? As they stand alone right now. No cornermen. They're just ready to make the ring walk for the biggest fight that boxing can make.
This goes back to my point where you see how when people make accusations without any type of receipts, bro, I feel like it's wrong. And I feel like you as a person, I feel like you, a person that is the owner of the channel, this is just me as a boxing fan. I feel like you have a responsibility to not, especially these guys that are getting in the ring, and I know people want to say, oh, but that's all glory and shit like that. No, the fact of the matter, that's the truth. The fact that these guys can die. Okay, these guys, I know they're getting paid money. Some of them don't get paid that much. Some of them get paid too much. But I'm not in a man's pockets. Fact of the matter is, these men are literally putting their life. You don't play boxing, you could die. And I feel like if you are saying something about a fighter without no receipts or not, I just feel like it's wrong, bro. I feel like you're flat out, and this is what prompted me to do my live today with the whole Teofimo thing, because this is literally proof with dates that I could show. And it's not just with Tio. It's not, the whole point wasn't about with Tio. I just did it because it was recent. But like, the fact of the matter is that there's clear proof that he was talking with Matthias in December from multiple different outlets. And that then on the 4th, as you can see right here, and as you can see, the fight broke apart, and then 48 hours later, he has a fight with Jermaine Ortiz, and I got multiple outlets with multiple dates on there, just because I feel like it's wrong for you to say. I feel like it's wrong for people to say, well, Tio didn't really want to fight Matias. He knew he was in negotiations with Ramirez for months, and he was in negotiations with Ortiz for months. No, he wasn't. No, no, no. When the fight broke off, 48 hours later, he had a fight with Jermaine Ortiz. In December, before he spoke to either one of them, his team reached out to Matias. That's the truth. That's what the sources say, with dates, multiple different outlets. And I just feel like people are lying on Tio because it's Tio. And that's why I brought up Crawford, but I don't want to attack Crawford because it's not Crawford's fault. It's the
No,
fans' fault. It's the
we
fans'
spoke
fault.
on top
I
of
know
it.
that HOG is attacking Crawford with exploding
No,
jaws.
hey, we spoke with receipts. That's all. I mean, hey, we had the corroborating evidence of the exploding gloves. Yes.
Yeah, but pounds. That's not necessarily true because we've seen. I hear what you're saying, pounds, but last year alone, on in December 2023, we had crossover fights, multiple ones, where
That,
PBC and
that's a
ESPN.
false narrative. He's not with PBC. He's actually a free agent as we speak. That's why.
Well, regardless, even if he was with PBC, Wilder and Fury was PBC. They had in a way, and Fulton was
The
PBC
Fulton
and ESPN. There was multiple fights where they did a cross promotion. So I don't believe that for a second. I just think that, listen, the fact of the matter is Tio is not liked, and I get it. I get it because he says some crazy shit from time to time. I One of the reasons why I like him, because I feel like he's good for the sport. I feel like when he says he wants to fight Crawford, I believe he will fight Crawford. He said he wanted to fight Loma. He went and fought Loma. And I told you, and the reason why I know about the Cambosis, I was on panel with Tio Senior about a week or two, and I think HOD, you might have been on there. And I asked him, I said, hey, what's gonna happen after the Cambosis fight? And Tio Senior's like, we're going after Josh Taylor. This is before he lost to Cambosis. So people that say, no, but he fought a man that had a long layoff or whatever, but he was eyeing Josh Taylor way before any of that happened. And besides, it's not Tio's fault that happened. It's the same thing going on with Canelo. Let's keep it a buck now. This whole shit that there was a whole narrative that Jamal Charlo, he ran from Jamal Charlo all these years. Now all of a sudden he wants to fight Jamal Charlo, but now it's not good because Jamal Charlo's been drinking and Jamal Charlo's not active and this and that. Y'all created that narrative, and now all of a sudden it's now Canelo's fault because this man's drinking and not active and all that. You see how they switch it and turn it around? This is the shit that I'm talking about. It's just like, keep it a buck, bro. Just keep it a buck. If Tio changes his mind, then how the hell can Crawford change his mind? And I showed the clips. I showed, and I hate to beat a dead horse, but this is the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making. Oh, but Tio changes his mind all the time, but so did Crawford.
The
Crawford
double
clearly
standard,
said.
bro.
Crawford clearly said right here. It's a small clip, 17 seconds. Listen.
I respect everybody's opinion. And I don't ever think Canelo will fight. What?
168, 175. No, I'm just 147. So I was never see that fight ever really happen.
And then it goes to this.
Goal was to go up, become undisputed in 3 different
There
weight
you go.
classes.
There you go. Something that never been done before.
Right.
You know, it's great. Like I said, this is my era. I'm taking it. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. So now I didn't shift gears because I know I wanted to fight Jamel, but if he lose to Canelo, I wouldn't. I always said, man, that's a big step. That's a big step. But for a person to go up 3 weight classes from 147 to 168 and to win,
Yeah.
become undisputed. Wow. What can they say? They
What
can't
can
say. They can't.
Let me get this straight now. T.O. is at 140 with a WBO belt and is also the lineal champion. And Crawford has a WBO belt. Okay, this is the same T.O. that said that when he wanted to fight Loma, he went and fought Loma. When he said he was going to fight Josh Taylor, move up, he went and fought Josh Taylor. So now he's 2 for 2 on that. Now he says he wants to move up and fight Crawford now, but he's crazy. He's deranged. We shouldn't take it serious, this and that. Even though he has the WBO belt and is lineal, and that fight is a lot more easier than Crawford, who wants to move up 3 weight classes. But then they want to talk about when Teal changes his mind. He says, well, you just saw Crawford change his mind, which he's entitled to. But how come he could change his mind and want to move up 3 weight classes, but he's perfectly sane? Teal want to move up 1, and Teal gave him nothing but props in this interview. Nothing but props.
Yeah, so when appreciate that.
Listen, you guys should know me from on camera and off camera. I've always been someone that says, if that's the guy, that's the guy. You know what I'm saying? All right, this is the Terrence Crawford era, then that's the guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we got to give it to him for that. That's his flowers. I give him his flowers. However, however, I'm a fighter as well, and I know I'm the best. And he says he's the best, so we're not too far away in weight class, and we can make that happen. And it's not. I shouldn't get bashed for it. I think that everybody should applaud the fact that there's going to be a lot more fights, whether it's this year, next year, however it goes, in the near future. You guys are going to see the best fight.
No, I don't think you're getting. I don't think you should get any heat for wanting to fight the best.
So, what is the problem? The problem is they got mad because T.O. said, and I told you I disagree. T.O. said, well, everybody he beat was handicapped. And I told you I disagree with that. But however, they said, well, he want to get all disrespectful with Crawford, right? Want to get all disrespectful with Crawford. Well, then I pulled up this because speaking of disrespect, this is what he said when in regards to Boots.
But what I'm saying is, why did y'all leave? So they should have smoked them, King. Yeah.
We was ranked right up there. So you could have picked us. You had to pick which I was easier, no shit, whatever.
See, you know, hey. He was down here, bro. He said that shot at him, bro. So you know, shit on that thing.
We wanted to fight y'all a long time ago.
When? Why? If y'all wanted to fight me a long time ago, why I'm just now hearing about this?
You remember when you came to Bruce fight? And my man came with you. That's the fight he wanted to see.
He said that's the fight in the future he want to see. He didn't say y'all was calling me out.
He said about him. And then I said, yeah, that's the fight we want. You was right there, bro.
In the future. But y'all didn't say we want you right now. Y'all could have easily, I'm right in front of y'all. Y'all could have easily said, hey, we want to fight you next, nigga.
Guess what, my man? Guess what?
You gonna beat your ass. Huh? Probably not. I had bigger fish to fry on the table. But I probably would if you would have touched my pride. I probably would have been like, let me fuck this nigga.
No,
we playing, dog. You know we playing, don't you?
Everybody said the only way chance for fight Boots. That's what I'm saying. Boots called chance a pussy or a motherfucker. I said, we don't ain't talking.
Right. That's what you know.
That means you.
No, I ain't never said that, but shit, I don't take disrespect lightly. That's just
I don't take disrespect lightly. Y'all just said Teal disrespected Crawford. What's the problem? Y'all don't want to see the
No
smoke?
problem.
Y'all don't want to see the fight? I want to see the fight. Y'all say he disrespect. Bud just said he take disrespect lightly. Well, y'all think Teal disrespected him, right? So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Like this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to hear all this. Oh, well, Boots fought in the theater. I don't want to fight Boots or he shouldn't fight Boots and nah, fuck that. You think he could whip Teal's ass, right? Y'all think it's a joke. Y'all don't like Teal, right? So y'all should be the first ones. Like, yo, let's make this shit happen. I want to see Teal get his ass knocked the fuck out. But no, it's a joke. He crazy. This and that. No. Boots fought in the theater. We don't want to step down. Come on now. We already know it's gonna happen when he fights Boots. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. I want to see a fight. That's it. I just like with Devin Haney and Tank. I want to see them fight. I don't care if it's in Saudi Arabia. I don't care if it's in Texas. All this like, oh, it's not in America. Y'all don't care about America. Just last week, y'all talking about y'all press and all this other shit, and y'all hate America and all this other shit. Now all of a sudden, because Tank looks like you don't want to fight Devin, now they want to cap for Tank and talk. Oh, well, we want to see it in America. Stop it, bro. Stop it. This is the hypocrisy that I point out. You should be advocating for fights. Any channel. Whether y'all agree with me, whether y'all hate Teal, like Crawford, hate Crawford, like Spence, like whoever, like Wilder, hate Wilder, whoever it is. It doesn't matter whether you like a fighter or hate a fighter. You should always be asking for them to fight other fighters. And if you're so confident, like, oh, hey, come on, man, we'll fucking knock Teal out, then you should be the first one advocating for that fight. Should you not? If you think Boots is such an easy task, then you should be the first one advocating for it. Should you
You
not?
should be the first ones to bite.